and we can just hop right in to the forest. The video screwed by rendering.
Yeah.
And so that's just going F. And I wanna get a nice recap of how bad this video got screwed. The video just slowly,
You know the great thing
constantly
about
changing in bitrate.
our tree sled or log sled, whatever the hell that thing's called.
God, I also
We
have
get to
my
see
mic
it
in
through
such
the
a weird
walls,
Yeah,
position.
yeah.
so we know where home is.
I've gone through like a lot of
Oh, yeah,
different
you're
mic
right.
More
positions.
sharks and
Yeah, you have.
It's F tier. It was before I
Yeah.
started streaming in 4 or upscaling to 4K. It sucks. Yeah. Devour episode 1, which
I don't remember any of it, to be honest. I just remember having a hard time playing Devour just because of how hard the game is itself.
I that's true. I want D because I got scared by a goat, and I
You're
really
scared
found
by a
that
goat?
great. Yeah.
Yo, what's behind the staircase? Oh wait, no, this is that's the basement.
I just got scared by a goat.
Oh, there's another one I can make. I used to
Oh, yeah,
hardcore
I'm
do
gonna die.
Just be ready with your flashlight, man.
My life
soft
flickered last
cuts is
time,
what they're
and
called,
then I immediately died. No, last
and it's
time.
real prevalent at the beginning of this video. Right there, that's a smooth cut,
wanna
and I
know
used to
what
use them
this
as
is.
every
I
cut
don't
pretty
know.
much
Hold
in the
I
first.
missed it entirely, I'll be honest.
on.
Right there.
Ah, those. I see.
I just recently
That
used
one.
one again for the first time since this. I think either this video or the other Devour in one of the Lethal Companies.
Hmm.
But yeah, I do love this video, even though it is very dated.
I liked making the video. It was fun to be in it, mainly because Devour was such a new game that hasn't really been touched upon. Like, there's not a lot of other
really.
games like it. It was a
It's
really interesting game, but just the ridiculous difficulty made it hard to want to play again.
Yeah. I'll put it. I mean, easily. I guess we'll do further
I'd say
right is
D.
worse. I might move it down then. Yeah. Portal 1 and 2 do stick in my head the same, but the more important thing to mention is the fact that the first episode starts in the middle of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I managed to screw up and lose the entire first part of the game.
Yeah, I remember that being problematic, and I remember watching the first episode, and I was so fucking confused because I don't think I knew at the time that he had screwed up the recording. So we were just already halfway through the game, and I was so excited to see some of the funny moments that started the game out of us just being retarded on the easiest puzzles. But he just skipped everything up until what, like stage 4?
Legitimate, it starts halfway through, and then just like it started, I also screwed up and lost the last episode.
Yeah, yeah. Portal episode 1 and 2 is basically 4 through 8. That's about it.
It's so bad. Apart from that, there's some funny
F.
moments. I'll
There
put 'em
is
both.
funny moments, but they're both just so long. Like Portal episode 2 is nearly an hour long.
I mean, and I guess we should mention the fact that the first episode was the longest viewed video, or best viewed video for quite a while.
It was, and that's just because you use clickbait of that. That's right. It goes to the square hole.
With a circle. I only did it too because I didn't want to make a thumbnail. This was still when I wasn't constantly making thumbnails. And this was just one of the pre-made images it stole from the video. And I was like, square hole joke is easy to make here.
Easy.
And then this one's also one. I'm actually really happy with this, though, even though it is just a picture from the game, because it looks very nice. Nothing but. The one edit I didn't make because I didn't feel like editing it is on this video. It is the only one to my memory I skipped purely because I didn't want to figure out how to do it. I knew how to do it, I just didn't want to do it, and it's the amount of times I said, I don't like this. And I said it so many times that it's literally the title of the video.
Yeah, you wanted to add a counter, didn't you?
Yeah, but I was not about to re-go through this entire 30-minute video
Yeah.
to add a
I
counter
don't
every
blame
time
you.
I did it.
I don't blame you because he said it so ridiculously often. It it was probably every other sentence that he said. I don't like this. Which is fair. It was a really creepy game. It still is. And we were playing the creepiest map, in my opinion.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
like this either.
I honestly, I think I'd put it over the first of our episode. I think the atmosphere
Same.
made it a lot better.
Just because of how scary it was.
Oh yeah, the other thing, I screwed up this thumbnail so bad because I didn't understand the concept both of outlining text and making text big enough to read. So it's literally invisible on the small screen when you give it recommended.
Is
You
it
just
really?
can't read it.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
And I'm still getting used to that. Hell, literally, yeah, 3 videos ago I screwed up a thumbnail because it's not viewable. But nonetheless, it's decent enough. Blood and Bacon is truly the series that this never was.
Yeah, it was pretty sad.
It's
there was a lot of good moments though.
oh
A
yeah,
lot of
there
good
was.
moments, but way too long of a video to be able to actually sit through all those funny moments.
Well, it's that I loved the game so much, and we recorded a bunch of it before I managed to edit it all. And then we found out afterwards, because I made this video, is that there's only 2 bosses in the game.
Yeah.
They just repeat, and both of those bosses are in this one video.
Yep.
So I can't really make another video.
Even though we technically did later.
Yeah,
But
well,
we don't worry about that.
that one's gonna have a lot to go on once we get to it.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, it is really good. It was our channel trailer for a while.
That's true.
And so, I mean, I feel like it's got to at least go see.
Yeah, it has a lot of funny moments, but just the length, too much.
This video was really bad. It's the first video I ever recorded alone. And
Yeah, I have no idea what the hell is this one's about.
it was so bad that, well, I wanted to upload it anyway because it's the first time I ever recorded alone. But I made a disclaimer. I didn't even know I did a trigger
Before
warning.
the video starts,
I don't
want to
remember this enough.
specify that I recorded this alone for the first time, and at 1 o'clock in the morning, so it's a bit bad commentary wise. It gets better, and as I do this more, it'll get better. Also, this is gonna be a new series, I guess. I'm gonna be playing horror games, probably always at 1 o'clock in the morning, because that's just the most convenient for the spooky atmosphere. But yeah, playing Cleaning Redville.
Man.
Or I'm playing Cleaning Redville, not we, just me. It was fun. It was kind of scary at times.
You can
Hope
hear
you enjoy.
how delirious
Not
you were.
even gonna lie, I was playing.
Oh
a
yeah,
different
get ready for
game,
this.
and it had a lot of reading. I didn't feel like doing that.
Oh, dude, I forgot. Okay, so before this, there was another game I was playing. I could probably find that game if I go through itch.io enough. But it was, it had dolly controls and was all reading.
Oh.
And I literally halfway through it just stopped and was like, I don't feel like doing this. I'm going to find a new game.
Understandable.
We got a new one.
Ah, yeah.
Anyway,
That's this entire video. I'm so monotone.
cracked out. Oh, yeah, I forgot. More letters.
I also
7 bags.
didn't cut out the amount of breathing I do, apparently, this old. My editing style has changed a lot, more than I even know.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So it's... I honestly, I was going to say it's at least better than The Forest because of the thing. But after cutting through The Forest, apparently The Forest wasn't as bad as I remembered it. I think it was just not perfect, and therefore I hated it.
Yeah, I remember that happening.
So yeah, that one's bad. now to the other video I recorded alone.
Yeah. You have 4 of these total, right? 4 videos alone.
Yes, I do. Which I can't believe it started there.
Great summary of what the video was about.
The only
As you
joke
can
worth
tell.
mentioning.
Yeah. That was basically the key point of the video that I busted out laughing at.
Golf with your friends is a lot above the others.
I loved it.
It is so well.
I
I
got
need to
golf
stop
for
closing out my YouTube.
You really do. I got the doggone bird so hard just because how much I was destroying them until the very last level, and I'm still salty about it.
Time for golf.
So as you can tell, I was destroying Bird this entire game, but the last hole was such bullshit because it was working the entire time. I got 12 more strokes, and he tied it up because of it.
Yeah, this is a much better edited video. This is the first video I like uploaded to a small YouTuber Reddit.
Really?
Yeah.
First video that was edited really well and had a lot of good funny moments, and it didn't have that much filler.
We actively knew too that it was by far the best video at the time.
Oh yeah, B.
Okay, we can move it up to B.
Mainly because I don't want to put it on the same level as Blood and B.
That's fair.
I fucking hated playing this game. The video itself, great. Playing it, our downward spiral is the perfect title for it. Because I fucking hated that game.
And it looks,
I was having such a bad time.
This is also like the true moment of like I've understood the concept that I need to make shorter videos.
Yeah,
because golf couldn't be. The only way is if I did another level, if we did another level. This one I cut down because there was still more I could have kept in.
Oh yeah,
and
this is where you started keeping things under 30.
And I had the idea for this thumbnail right off the bat. I want to pat myself on the back here. I loved this thumbnail.
It's really sad that it only has 10 views. Because it really was infuriating. If you just want to hear me rage, and it be pure, genuine, just rage, of not really much comedy, just pure rage and anger, this video is it.
The third video now that I did alone. This is the video I learned that centipedes can hiss. Enough said.
Huh, interesting.
I'd say like top D.
Yeah.
It's very heavily edited. It is the most cut short video that we have. Now directly next, another video I made alone, and the last video I've made alone, at least for now.
Yeah, I don't think I watched this one.
I don't think you did either. And this is it's worse than Monkey Video. The greatest we ever did, and the farthest we've ever fallen. With these two. But Boomin has a lot of interesting qualities to mention.
I feel like both Boomin and Gary's Mod need to be in B tier just because they broke the 1,000 mark in terms of views.
Fair enough.
So Boomin.
Right. The first thing to know is I played it on the day it was launched. The day it launched on Steam. I saw it, I recognized that it was a new horror game, it looked stupid as hell, and there was not a single person who had played it. And it was going to be the 5th game I played alone, originally. Because I knew that it would do great, purely because nobody else has a video on it. I started playing it, and then very quickly realized this is going to be a hell of a lot of fun with both of us. So I waited, and it was a contemplation in my head of if I should or shouldn't wait for it. Because it'll do better if I upload it sooner, at least theoretically. Which I think I made the right decision.
Yeah, right. You definitely did.
So
just the two of us, we had a lot of fun while making this video, and it was obviously pretty well portrayed that it was a lot of fun in the video.
I also just for the sake of it, am 90% sure I was the first person to ever use this thumbnail, and it's been used a bunch of times. So I'm taking credit for that. Despite the fact it's literally just this screenshot from the jump scare, but we're gonna ignore that. This is also the first time apparently I started using like the bar in titles, which these like same one here separates the name of the game, and that one I used to just use spaces.
Oh, okay.
And I think I shamelessly stole this from cartoons, so thanks. Now Gary's Mod. Yeah.
Gary's Mod was such a fever dream of a video. I don't know how the hell it did so well.
I remember mentioning it constantly to you.
Yeah.
That we need to do it, and it's an amazing opportunity to get a hell of a lot of views. And I knew it. And I did.
Like,
it was also the first video I've ever really upped my energy for.
oh yeah, he was super energetic in this video.
Dream, no, Dream, what is this? No, Dream!
Thank you.
Anyway,
Slurpee.
without further ado, they're coming.
man.
There
Let's
was
get outta
so many good
trying to yell
moments
my
in this video.
You go ahead and
Oh,
do that, man.
beyond. I mean, this entire video, it was so well done. And,
I kind of already very... Well, no.
I think my issue was we played so long that by the end of the
Yeah, it's
video,
actually the
I
quietest
100% thought that this was going to be the shittiest video we had. But we played so long that there was actually a lot of good moments, but I was just forgetting them because of how long
How
we
am I
played.
over here? What?
the video that never was comes right after this, where we tried to remake it, and it was very planned out. I had a huge amount done for it and ready for it, and they just didn't cooperate in multiplayer. They worked in single player, wouldn't work in multiplayer, and so I just scrapped it.
Yeah.
And I'm forever sad because there were so many great things. I mean, Jesus was in a bathtub filled with LSD. After this, after we did the best we've ever had consecutively, we weren't one-hit wonders, as to say. We got 1K and then 1.8K. I proceeded to not upload for half a year.
Yeah. Worst decision ever.
Legitimately. I mean, either
Because
way.
Blood and Bacon 2, the next video, F tier.
Yeah.
I don't know where on the F tier, but it's F tier.
Right, so we're going to go through the list of amazing qualities here. So, I guess it was a lot sooner than I thought it was. I know it's later than what the names or the marks suggest, but I wasn't even planning on publishing this originally. I just wanted to have it made so I could remember it and then keep on going. Ended up publishing it, and it is still the worst video we've made. Besides Outlast, as of right now, it is tied with it, but it is the worst performing video, which is insane because it comes off the greatest, so I should have the most recommended, but nobody's probably wanting to watch the game anyway. We went from two things that knew would do well to a game that
So,
nobody's
to
currently
put it in
looking for.
perspective, Nextbots was October 3rd, 22, and Blood and Bacon was May 14th, 2023.
Yeah, it was a while.
More than half a year, pretty much. Well,
And then
almost.
to beat it all off, we tried to make something out of nothing, and there was just nothing more in that game.
Yeah, there was not anything at all. And that, I guess, discouraged us. I don't know. I don't think it was worth it doing that video. But then we moved on to Payday 3.
Yeah, so after quite a long time, still
Another
again,
6 months.
another half a year, I still wanted to keep going with it, but it's very hard to will myself to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
And eventually we came to the whole idea that once Payday came out, because it was
That's
a
when
game I
we're
was
gonna
very
start
excited
playing.
for, we would hardcore try to go for it again and start working on things, which worked out quite a lot.
You did.
The funny thing is, Payday 3 came out and then proceeded to not get updated for like a month or two.
It was so stupid.
This video comes out so much longer than, or so much farther
hold on.
after Payday came out.
You skipped something, too.
I did.
We got the game day one.
Oh yeah.
Bird pre-ordered it, so where he could play it before it was even out fully. So he pre-ordered it. I got it day one, and we couldn't play together for a week because of their servers.
Yeah, the launch of Payday 3 is
Was
probably
pathetic.
wide known by now. One
Oh,
of the worst launches ever. So it
And we probably had the best video out there just because of how early we did it, even though it was still fucking way after the release.
the only thing I was happy about is I managed to get it up before the first update ever came to the game. Despite the very far length I waited until I got it done. It is the most I guess They're not overdone. Edited. It took the longest amount of time to make by any of our videos, by a long shot. It has. I think it was like 60 or no, because I guess 40 hours. Pretty much, because last time where we tried to do the next episode, it was like 46. I think you said you had on the game.
No, 30.
30. So 30.
It would have been
hours
30 at that. Yeah,
of
30 hours
video.
compressed into 19 minutes, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fever dream. I did a thing for every map on the game.
Yeah. It was a really I really like this video. I feel like this is an A tier video.
Yeah, and it definitely separates the
which is really sad because the two videos in B tier are better views than Payday 3, even though Payday 3 easily a better video in my opinion.
Yeah, but it like separates eras. There's a pre-Payday and a post-Payday.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All of these videos are a lot better produced than what
I
was
like
made
a
before.
lot of these videos a hell of a lot more, even though their view counts aren't great.
Right. So I guess let's move into the modern era of our videos and our first look at Lethal Company. I want to know what that sign says. I love this moment. What does it say?
Black.
Oh.
It's literally just black.
Oh. It's quicksand.
So we were brand new to the game. We never watched any videos. This was the first playthrough of the game. So we didn't know where the entrance was, and we didn't know of any of the dangers to come.
I don't think either of us knew the object of the game either, or objective.
Yeah, we had no idea what the hell we were doing at all. So whenever he jumped on the other side and just suddenly started to sink, my perspective was fantastic because I was just really confused because I'm like, well, I'm fine. Why are you sinking? And then you said it's quicksand, and I just couldn't help but laugh.
I mean, I bought it purely because the game was trending. Without ever looking at a video of it. I just knew it was trending.
Great video, though.
I feel...
No, high B.
I expect that. Spooky's House of Jump Scares. That's crazy to think we're already here.
I hated playing that just because see all those cardboard cutouts behind that bitch. I got jumped by those sons of bitches so many times during this. We don't worry about that.
Ignore the pedophile.
Shut up.
Yeah, I can, keep track of where everything was.
Yeah, you're good to just kind of rush.
I was so startled by the freaking cardboard cutouts.
But yeah, don't.
So it was ridiculous. Like that. Yeah, exactly like that. I jumped that hard at least another 5 times in that video. My mouse went across my entire mouse pad all at once.
Yeah, it
very spooky.
This is another weird one because the conversation that ended up having us play this is the same one where we played Outlast. Except you wanted to play Outlast and I wanted you to play Spookies. So it's interesting that we have 2 series ongoing, still kind of, because we got the DLCs for Spookies to do tune in at some point.
And the DLCs for Outlast.
True, yeah, Whistleblower. And probably Outlast 2, depending on how we feel.
True. Just the 2 of these videos, they were really old video games. Bird knew all about Spookies. He knew something about Outlast. I didn't really know anything about either. And I remember Outlast being, considered extremely scary, in which it was. It was fucking terrifying. And then I've just never heard of Spookies. He showed me it, and I'm like, there's no way in hell this cartoon-ass game is gonna be scary. Hell yeah, I'll play it. It was scary.
One of the greatest mistakes I've made so far on my hatred of things, because I wanted things to be perfect, and I knew this game had DLCs. There is a HD remake of this game, and there's no DLCs for it. So my assumption was that they never ported it, and it was more of we're gonna remake it just for people who want to enjoy it. Turns out you just get the DLCs if you buy the remake, and I wanted everything to be a consistent art style, so I was just going to buy the DLCs, and come to find out, we could have had everything in HD with quite a lot. So yeah, me wanting it to be perfect ended it being not perfect.
Yeah, it's fine. Good video, low A.
Second episode of Lethal Company has our trip to Dine in it.
It was funnier.
Correct.
I don't remember exactly what it was. It was definitely nah A.
You want? Yeah, okay. I'll put it.
Yeah,
Put it behind.
it's so
Spookies.
much better because it had some seriously fucking
I don't want to
gold
alarm you, but there
moments.
sounds to be an alligator.
There's no alligators in this game. Ignore me.
Yeah, it was a struggle. This was the first time we
Whoa.
ever had an interaction.
That's the thing you're worried
With
about?
the girl.
non-existent girl, not the huge spider on the
You didn't
This
even
moment-
see the spider, right?
No, I
That's what you
didn't.
said?
I had no idea what fucking spider you were talking about because I was focused solely on the
Everything's good,
girl,
no girls.
and we still didn't know much about the game.
You want to turn around?
I said that because there was a girl behind him, not because of the spider.
That's like all of this video, I think. Like, yeah, 90% of it is that. Oh, this one also had me taunting a dog.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yes, suck it! Okay.
The relief I have.
I love that. I love that moment, dude. It's crazy.
Oh
good.
man. Oh yeah, that deserves to be up there.
Yeah, there's some really good funny moments.
Episode 2 of Spookies, the ending of
This
the
one's
game.
real lore. This one's a lot of lore.
Yeah, it had a lot more, and quite a lot that had to be cut out to save on board. Okay, also, this man sang this song at every godforsaken moment in the middle of this game.
Whenever it got mildly boring, I'd just start chanting hamburger cheese. I'd start chanting that for a really long time.
That's interesting.
Also, just to go back. What's the number? This is the key for it. I told you the threshold of consciousness is written on the ground.
I really enjoyed making this video because it was a very cool game. Had a lot of, scared the shit out of me moments. And a lot of, oh shit, that's cool moments. I still don't think it's A tier though.
It'll be top. It'll be Outlast. This jump scare is the hardest jump scare on the channel by far.
I jumped so incredibly hard. You had the audio off. Play that again with the audio,
Okay,
please.
I'll play it with the audio.
Like, that's the number one thing you have.
That audio right there is what absolutely fucking killed me. I heard the scream. It scared the shit out of me. My mouse was all over the damn place. I think I ended up picking it up off of my desk at some point. It scared the fuck out of me.
The main thing I remember is the edit we wanted to do here was closing every tab out on your computer and then shutting Windows off. And we just couldn't find a video of it to put into it.
Couldn't. It was really sad because it was like the perfect thing of just I opened like several things. Like I did the camcorder, the escape menu like 3 different times. So we settled with this one to where whenever the noise was called, it was just whenever he opened up the laptop and then he just chucked it against the wall. That said, Bird, you can't skip over
Yes, we can't skip over Tip the Cripple.
the sheer amount of times this guy wanted me to go back and quote Tip the Cripple.
No, I could. No.
Tip the Cripple.
He
It
said that
happens
so many
so much.
times.
Yeah, and then this one ends with
Man, this game was real nice with that.
That damn near made me piss myself.
Yeah. I was very scared at the end of that video.
That damn near
And then
made
at
me
the
piss
beginning
myself.
of this episode,
which
it was the bathroom break.
we will get into because there is unfortunately a video to separate it. But
There
Outlast,
is.
the first episode, is
Low A, in my opinion.
I'm fine with that. 3. What happened?
This is when we were starting to finally figure out how to fucking play the game. And it has that moment in right there. We had
watch this.
mission control, as we call. It's gonna fall on top of it.
What?
I forgot I did this.
Pause it, please. I don't know if y'all heard it, but I was literally saying, it's gonna kill me, isn't it? I was in the middle of saying it before it killed me.
One of the first intros like that, I think, on the channel.
And it was a good intro, too.
I don't know if I've ever done an intro. Like that's like a real intro, unlike what I usually do.
Yeah.
By the ladder,
But yeah, there was this
the ladder
beautiful moment.
to the ship. You can't walk up to it and then click E, because you'll just fall in the quicksand.
I'll worry about that once I do it.
I understand there's
I
quicksand
figured
at the
I'd tell you
ladder.
personally instead of
Yeah.
rely on mission control that doesn't relay any information.
Yeah. That is a very key part of what I just
Nothing you
said.
say is-
Mission control
If you go in there, it's
didn't relay any information. And look what happens to Bird.
Oh God!
What are you dying?
Quicksand. Right at the beginning, at the jump off, that we always jump off. And I was coming back to the ship because I had a bunch of shit, right?
Kind of forgot. Yeah, it wasn't mission control's fault, by the way.
No.
And I thought he died to the quicksand that was by the ladder. Not the one that's right, you know, here.
This one.
This is so good.
Okay, there's an object right there. Also, be careful. There's a guy in here.
Just the sheer fact of, I wonder what kind of quicksand he died to. Because I was thinking it was the one by the ladder, because he forgot. But no.
Don't leave. Don't leave. You gotta go.
I also get to stroke my own ego again.
He's a weeping angel.
God, man, it's so fast to understand an enemy you've never seen before.
Figured it out way too fast. He said it before I could even, think it. It was ridiculous.
Oh, dude, this one's the bridge. Okay, this honestly might have my favorite clips in the video of Lethal Company.
A lot of good clips. And we were finally actually figuring out the game. So it was actually pretty good fun. Because we knew kind of what we were doing.
So, I mean, I suppose.
I don't know, man. I kind of want to do some serious shifting right here. And I think that I'm more happy with that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Just because I really am enjoying the videos a hell of a lot more now than I was when we first started this channel. I'm laughing my ass off way too often at our jokes that I was there for in the new videos. While the previous ones, I just get an occasional chuckle.
If you ever want to feel like a narcissist, just start watching your own videos.
Right. It makes me feel like such a narcissist, and that's what I always say to myself. But shit, there's some funny moments.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of
my own jokes. Who will?
as to go with before. There really is a pre-payday and post-payday.
It really is.
Video.
Yeah.
Now
And
to get into,
I feel like that's why there's Payday 3 up at the top at double S tier.
yeah. I mean, it's the video that brought back a decently consistent upload schedule of once every 10 days, which I'm going to say officially, because I'm going to keep it there for now.
Keeping it official.
I've kept it for quite a while. As easy as it is, it's kind of sad that I
breaking
I
point
find that
is
to be difficult, but
Right.
it's surprisingly difficult. And I'm happy since then that I managed to do it.
Time to go after the last of Outlast 2 and 3 because I feel like they're both pretty similar.
So, yeah.
Underperformers. Really sad.
Unfortunately, I really thought they'd do well.
Right?
On
We
a
kept them
editing
all
moment,
really short.
I've rendered this video 4 times.
Really.
because I kept screwing up this specific that toilet. Legitimately, this toilet made me render this video 4 times,
That's hilarious.
which is insane. It's the most I've ever re-rendered a video, and it's because I can't do simple math. Because the way I have to do it is it has an auto animation, so it'll spin depending on what point I want it, or the angle, and so I just had to keep going up from 180s, I think, negative 180 through all the way, and I kept screwing it up somehow.
Wow.
Given I was on a really hard time crunch to get this video out via this scene, and I'm happy I did it because now it's seamless and it's just constantly spinning. But good lord, the amount of time I took to do that is legitimately sad.
Should have just gotten it in the calculator, bro.
It ends at the greatest joke that was ever started by the internet. The fade into Skyrim.
I was so mad when I watched this video. I was so mad that was the ending.
Oh man, it's wonderful, and leads us perfectly in to the third. But first, a message from our sponsor.
Low A.
How low?
That low.
What do you think, bottom?
I would rather bring up the other Lethal Company video. That way there's less on A. Than I would be willing to put Outlast Episode 2 to B.
Okay.
Because I think it's just better than Nextbots.
Now, for a very big learning experience to the way I edit is done in this video. Surprisingly, because it's the last video I made. But I continue the trend of the last episode's crossover. Instead of a toilet break, though, we have this wonderful scene that I went frame by frame to edit of the camera coming down.
Very impressive.
Frame by frame, I went through that entire scene for such a small portion that's barely done. Wonderful. Oh, sweet, we get to leave.
Kick me out.
I was originally gonna do that so much more. Because he mentions it constantly. Like, there's so many moments of him, you can leave now or whatever. And I was going to do it every single one of them. Because it was great. And I didn't because I thought it would be overdone. And I don't know how I feel. Because, yeah. And then there's the urinal scissors.
Yeah, I didn't like the urinal scissors.
Which was cut out for some reason, and I don't remember why. But there was a reason I was not able to keep me stating the urinal scissors, and not with the urinal scissors. And just for the sake of showing it. Another beautiful transition. Alright.
It is a very good transition.
Now that I stroked my ego off a little,
He's really improved in terms of video styles.
Yeah, this one was a major.
Still low A. Still lower than part 2.
Honestly, I'd put Gmod above it.
Oh man, that hurts to do, but
it does.
I can't say I disagree.
The way I see it, is it's better by quality than Boomin. The same way that Gmod is better than Boomin's quality. The Nextbots came out huge in both me screaming and it was great. I really enjoyed it when we recorded it, despite the goofier concept. And then
Outlast didn't have near enough commentary.
I think purely because it was another instance kind of like Blood and Bacon, where I needed to make a video out of nothing.
Yeah.
So I just kind of filled with edits that were kind of fun, and then tried some new transitions out because I knew even if I screwed them up too much, the video itself will never be that major to me.
On to the final video that no one will ever see the light of day.
Right. The one video that is delisted.
Can we also put this one on a double S tier?
So there is two remnants of this video at this point.
Yeah.
The beautiful Wayback Machine, and a single TikTok made from the video.
Deep Rock Galactic.
Truly a marvel at the time. It was.
We were
When was it
having a lot
made?
of fun playing it. We were having
Early.
a ton of fun playing it. Um, it
Yeah.
was at like 2 a.m. when we played it. We were both very tired, and we were both very politically incorrect on all spectrums of no one would have liked us because we were dogging on everyone. No
Yeah.
one was safe. It is the video definition of edgy, and I am really glad that we unlisted that video.
it's it's a video not only that in it we mentioned a political party, not going to specify which one, and I made the effort to fix us slightly by also dogging on the other political party,
Yeah,
because I felt like that was a better method than to cut them both out.
yeah, and a lot of uh, just political topics.
Hmm.
Some communities, a lot of communities, all of the communities.
Yeah. Oh, another real cool, interesting fact though is the thumbnail was originally going to be censored hentai. So
You know what? That makes sense.
I
Yeah.
feel like that's a really cool point to point. And the only reason it wasn't censored hentai is because I couldn't find any. I wanted to rule 34 of the game and couldn't find any at the time, and so it was it
Tis a
didn't
shame.
happen. Tis was a shame. There is everything that is released talked about, but there is still a lot to talk about that was unfortunately lost throughout this entire time.
Yeah.
One of the biggest ones for me, which is decently recently, was LSD Dream Emulator.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that.
A game I was
So
super
fucked up.
excited for.
It was so
Um,
weird.
Yeah, I spent so much time getting an emulator to work with it because it's an old PlayStation 1 game, I think. And it took forever. We were going through the wiki as I played it, trying to figure out how it worked. It was really cool. There's some gameplay you can find, but would have been, not to jerk myself off too much, but the greatest one on there, let's be honest. But no, it was really good. I was really excited to edit it, and then, as a lot has been lost recently, OBS decided to just like an encoding issue where it just freezes randomly and I lose everything, despite the fact that I have like crash redundancy apparently, where if my computer crashes, I can get the video up to that point. If the encoding doesn't, I guess I just don't get it. I'm very confused still, and I'm trying to figure it out. I actually just lost like another 2 parts of things recently, and I'm now using a different encoder. And if it does it again, I'm just reinstalling Windows 10 because I didn't have this issue in Windows 10. There's quite a lot of videos, I guess, that we could talk about that were just not published. One more I did alone, which is the Mortuary's Assistant, which I just
What is that
wasn't
to hear, to be honest?
up enough to my standards of a video for me to upload it. There's actually a lot of cool moments in it that I'm kind of
It
sad.
was really entertaining to watch.
That's a major one. We did modded Terraria, which only stopped because we stopped playing it. We just never
Yeah.
started it again. That was one. Enter the Gungeon had 2 episodes, I think, I made, and neither of them were public.
He was getting too pissed off at me because I was so bad at it.
Nah, it wasn't just that. You did some craziness. You'd, like, enter the boss room as I teleport, glitching the game.
Yeah,
Like-
it was pretty funny.
There's a lot of good moments, and actually,
funny.
one of those episodes would have went public, but I lost all of the editing files to it. So I lost every edit I made, and just, I didn't want to redo it. Which is the only reason it's not there.
I mean, understandable reason.
What else? More Boomin happened, but never came out. There's quite a lot of Portal stuff that I mean, there's a huge amount of Portal stuff actually. Where there was so much Portal that never came out. A legitimate insane amount. I mean, a lot of golf vids were just there.
Yeah.
All of it.
Play a lot of golf. It's very sad that none of them really came to fruition. Because there was a lot of funny moments in golf.
The Break-In is a game that I ended up scrapping the entirety of. Which was crazy, because I had literally every moment we ever played in the game. Actually, except for some, which I lost due to encoding errors. Ha ha ha, OBS. And I think all that's left is some goals for next year.
To keep a consistent schedule of uploading.
Okay, so yes, that's the major one, is me to keep uploading consistently. If I do, I will double our videos, I think, by the end of next year, which will be great. And I'll have a similar style of this, where we tier list them all on some like crazy goals that I only want to say purely to see if I manage to do it, and will only do it, is I'd love if I could get myself to lower my upload schedule to 7 days and just do it once a week.
That'd be dope.
Which is crazy, but yeah. I also want to get our shorts channels up because we have quite a few of them, and I don't upload shorts. And I should.
I want to, by next year, have the total views for our channel be over 10,000.
What are we at?
We're at 4,000 right now. We're at 4,000.
Okay. Could happen. Could easily happen.
I don't know that easily, but it could happen. And that's what I'm hoping for.
I think the coolest thing I can't wait to see is if we get another video that
Above
surpasses.
Next
Yeah,
month.
definitely 1,000. But if we can get one that goes past Gmod, I'll be
really happy with that.
happy.
I think that's both of our goals there.
But there is 2 years fast.